I am Jayapriyanka, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research. I am going to handle the subject web security on topic transposition cipher. First, we will see the definition for cipher. Cipher, also called encryption algorithms or system for encrypting and decrypting the data. Here we are performing two operations. One is encryption and another one is decryption. The cipher converts the original message called plaintext into ciphertext using a key. So using a key only, we are going to convert the original message into a ciphertext and ciphertext to a plaintext. Plaintext is nothing but our original message and ciphertext is a unreadable form message. So we are going to convert this plain text to ciphertext is called your encryption and ciphertext to plain text is your decryption method. Here we are having two key algorithms. One is symmetric key algorithm and second one is asymmetric key algorithm. Here, what is the main difference between the symmetric key algorithm and the asymmetric key algorithm means symmetric key algorithm uses the same key for encryption and decryption. So we are performing two operations, encryption and decryption. Symmetric key algorithm uses the same key for both encryption purpose and decryption purpose. But asymmetric key algorithm uses a different key. So for encryption, we are using one set of key and for decryption, we are using another key for converting the message. So this is the main difference between symmetric key algorithm and asymmetric key algorithm. So you all know what is the difference between these two, and cipher is nothing but we are just encrypting and decrypting the data. There are four kinds of ciphers we are going to see: substitution cipher, transposition cipher, block cipher, and stream cipher. In this video lecture, we are going to see only about the transposition cipher. So in transposition cipher, this is the definition, first point. A transposition cipher is a method of encryption by which the positions of plain text are shifted according to a regular system, so that the ciphertext constitutes a permutation of the plain text. So here we are going to apply the permutation method. We are going to just shuffling the letters. So we are applying the permutation method for the transposition cipher. The positions of the plain text are shifted according to a regular system. So by applying the permutation, only the positions of the plain text are shifted according to some particular system. The substitution technique substitutes a plain text with a ciphertext. But in the first type, substitution cipher, we are going to substitute a plain text. Instead of one letter, we are going to substitute another letter. But in the transposition cipher, we are just changing the positions of the plain text. That is nothing but a permutation method. So this is the main difference between the substitution cipher and the transposition cipher. In transposition cipher, we are going to just changing the positions of the plain text according to our regular system. In transposition cipher, we are having four types. First one is rail fence transposition, columnar transposition, next improved columnar transposition, at last book cipher or running key cipher. These are the four types of transposition cipher: rail fence, columnar, improved columnar transposition, book cipher or running key cipher. What is rail fence transposition? Rail fence cipher is the simplest transposition cipher. So among these four types, the rail fence transposition is the simplest transposition cipher. We are going to perform two steps to convert the plain text to a ciphertext. So what is the first step? The plain text is written as a sequence of diagonals. So in a diagonal form, we have to write your plain text. Then to obtain the ciphertext, the text is read as a sequence of rows. First, we have to write the plain text as a sequence of diagonals. Then to obtain the ciphertext from the plain text, we have to read it in a sequence of rows. So take one example. Here the example is meet me tomorrow. And this is your plain text. Plain text can be converted to a ciphertext. So what is the first step? The plain text is written as a sequence of diagonals. So you all know what is a plain text. Meet me tomorrow. This is your plain text. You have to write it in a diagonal form. We will write the plain text as a sequence wise in a diagonal form, as you can see below. So meet me tomorrow. M-E-E-T. So see here. This is a diagonal form. M-E-E-T-M-E, then T-O-M-O or O-W. So this is a diagonal form. So first step is nothing but plain text is written as a sequence of diagonals. So this is a diagonal form. We wrote it in a diagonal form, meet me tomorrow. Then second step is nothing but to obtain the ciphertext from the plain text, we have to read it as a sequence of rows. So a row means straight. So you are having two rows. First is M-E-M-T-M-R-O. This is your first row. Then second row E-T-E-O-O or W. This is your second row. So second step is nothing but to obtain the ciphertext, you have to read it in a sequence of rows after writing the plain text in a diagonal form. Once you have written the message as a sequence of diagonals, to obtain the ciphertext, you have to read it in a sequence of rows. This we have performed. So we have identified two rows. First row is MEM-TM-RO and second row is ETE-OO or W. This is our ciphertext. Now you have to combine these two rows. So MEM-TM-RO, ETE-OO or W. We have identified two rows, first row and second row. You have to merge the two rows. First row followed by the second row. So this is your required ciphertext. Railfin cipher is easy to implement and even easy for a cryptographic method to break this technique. So cryptanalyst can easily break this technique because it is very easy to implement. We are just writing the plain text in a diagonal form, and as followed by the sequence of rows, we are converting the plain text to a ciphertext. So this is easy for the hackers to break this technique. So this is a main disadvantage, and the advantage is nothing but it's easy to implement. Moving on to the next type, columnar transposition cipher. Columnar transposition cipher is more complex as compared to the Railfin cipher. So compared to the Railfin cipher, this is a bit complex, called your columnar transposition cipher. Step 1. The plain text is written on a rectangular matrix of the initially defined size in a row by row pattern. So here we are following row by row pattern. In a matrix form, we are following the row by row pattern. So in the previous type, we are following the diagonalic form. Here we are following the matrix form, rectangular matrix. Second step, to obtain the ciphertext, read the text written in a rectangular matrix column by column. So after filling the matrix, we are going to convert the plain text to a ciphertext by reading the matrix as a column by column. But you have to permute the order of column by reading it column by column according to the permuted order. We are going to give some order. Based on that order only, we are going to perform the reading. That means converting the plain text to a ciphertext. The obtained message is your ciphertext message. So we'll see one example. Plain text, meet tomorrow. This is your example. Plain text. Now put the plain text in the rectangle of a predefined size. For example, predefined size of the rectangle would be 3 into 4. So 3 into 4 means 3 rows, 4 columns. So this is your rectangular matrix size. So according to this predefined size, we are going to fill the plain text. So as you can see the image below, the plain text is placed in the rectangle of 3 into 4. And we have also permuted the order of the column. So meet tomorrow. So 3 into 4 means, as I already told, 3 rows, 4 columns. So inside each and every cell, you are going to fill the letter MEET, TOMO, OW. We just fill cell one by one. Then second step is nothing but we have to give the permuted column order. Now to obtain the ciphertext, we have to read the plain text column by column as the sequence of permuted column order. So it's your wish. You can give any order. So I have given here 3, 1, 4, 2. And so this is my permuted column order 3, 1, 4, 2. We have to write the plain text into a ciphertext as a column by column according to the permuted column order. So order means 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to go as a sequence only. So the ciphertext obtained by the columnar transposition is, first we have to take the first column. So this is your first column. Second column is your first, because I have given the order as 3, 1, 4, 2. That is your permuted column order. You have to follow that permuted column order only to convert the plain text into a ciphertext. So that permuted column order is based on your wish. You can give any order. EO or, then second I have given here TOW, then third is your this one MTR, and fourth one EMO. So EO or TOW, MTR, EMO. So according to the permuted column order, we have converted the plain text into a ciphertext. Similar to the rail-fence cipher, the columnar cipher can be easily broken. So in the previous, we saw about the rail-fence cipher. As I already told, the main disadvantage of the rail-fence cipher is it can be easily breakable by the hackers. So this is also an easily breakable by the cryptanalyst. This is the main disadvantage in the columnar transposition cipher. But compared to the rail-fence cipher, it's a bit complex, but it is easily broken. Here we are performing the pure permutation and combinations, and we are just converting the plain text to a ciphertext. If the cryptanalyst try few permutation and combinations over the order, he or she can able to get the original message easily. So just we are given in the matrix 3 into 4. We have to fill each and every cell. Then we are going to give some permuted column order. So the permuted column order is nothing but your key. So using this, the cryptanalyst can easily break the message. 3142 we have given the order. So instead of this order, he or she can able to easily track the order. 4132 he will try. Then he will try some other order. 3412. Then 3142 means he will find out the ciphertext which we have given. So it is very easy to break the system by trying few permutation and combinations over the message. Then third one is improved columnar transposition cipher. So this is similar to the columnar transposition cipher. Here we are using improved columnar transposition cipher is nothing but as I already told in the second type columnar transposition cipher, it is easily breakable by trying few permutations. Here improved means we are going to perform these things multiple times. So if you are going up to n equal to 25 times means the ciphertext which you are getting from your plain text is very complex. It is very difficult to identify by the cryptanalyst. So this is called your improved columnar transposition cipher. So it is similar to basic columnar technique, but it is introduced with an improvement. The improved columnar technique is performed over the plain text, but more than once. As I already told, you are going to perform this technique more than once. Your wish you can perform up to n equal to 20 or 25 multiple times. So if you are proceeding with the multiple times, you will get a difficult ciphertext from the plain text. So that is very difficult to break by the cryptanalyst. Here we are having three steps. Step 1, plain text is written in a rectangular matrix row by row. So you have to fill each and every cell in a row by row. You have to take one rectangular matrix. Then step 2 is to obtain the ciphertext, read the plain text in a rectangle column by column. So same procedure you have to be followed here. So third step is only you are going to repeat it the above steps multiple times. So meet tomorrow. Take the same example. So 3142. This is a permuted column order which we have already taken for the second type columnar transposition cipher. So first step is you are going to fill into the matrix 3 into 4 your plain text. Meet tomorrow. MEET TOMO or OW. So second step is you have to give the permuted column order. So 3142 is your permuted column order for your first permutation 3142. We have given the n equal to 1. That's your first time we are performing the operation. That is 3142. For your first round, what is the solution? You have to write it in a column wise as I already told. We are going to get the same ciphertext only because we have given the permuted column orders 3142 in the previous type. So EO or TOW, MT or EMO. So first column, then second column, third and fourth. According to our permuted column order, we have to write the ciphertext from the plain text. And then this is the improved columnar transposition cipher. As I already told, you are going to perform this in a multiple times. Now again, we have to put the ciphertext of round 1 in the rectangle of size 3 into 4 row by row and permute the order of columns before reading the ciphertext for round 2. So this is your plain text for your round 2. For round 2, you have to use EO or TOW, MT or EMO. Your ciphertext of a round 1 is your plain text for your round 2. You have to draw again 3 into 4 matrix. You have to fill this letters in each and every cell in a row by row pattern. Then you have to give your permuted column order. So permuted column order is nothing but here 2, 3, 1, 4. We have given 2, 3, 1, 4. According to this, we have to just write the ciphertext. So 3 rows, 4 columns. As I already told, you have to write your first round ciphertext as a plain text for your next round. So EO or EO or then TOW you have to write it in a row wise. M, T, or then E, M, O. So we have finished our first step. We are getting on ciphertext for your round 1. So you have to use this as a plain text for your round 2. After performing this operation, you are going to give a new permuted column order. For the first round, we have given 3, 1, 4, 2. For the second round, we have to give some other permuted order. 2, 3, 4, 1. So we are going to use 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, and 1. Now we are going to write it in a column wise according to the permuted column order. So first column is or MM, EO or OWETTO. So according to this 2, 3, 1, 4. So or MM, then EO or, then third one is OWE, then at last your fourth one TTO. So you have to write the ciphertext from the plain text according to the new permuted order. Then if you want to perform the another round means, then you have to take, this is your plain text for your round 3. So you have to again draw 3 into 4 matrix. You have to fill or MMEO or OWETTO. You have to write it in a row wise. Then you have to give the some permuted order. You have to fill it in a column wise. So this is your improved columnar transposition cipher. You can try up to multiple times. If you are moving to, if your n size is greater, number of rounds is greater means, then it is very complex for the hackers to track the message. This is a improved columnar transposition cipher. Then last one is a book cipher or running key cipher. Book cipher or running key cipher works on the basic principle of one-time pad cipher. So it works on the principle of one-time pad cipher. So what is one-time pad cipher? The key is taken as long as a plain text and is discarded after use. Every time a new key is taken from a new message. We'll go through this through an example. First step is convert the plain text in a numeric form. So A to Z, totally 26 letters are there. Starting from 0, you have to end it with a 25. So you have to just give some numeric form for each and every letter. A equal to 0, B equal to 1, C 2, up to Z is equal to 25. So D is equal to 3. So like that you have to give in a ascending order. So after giving the numeric form for each and every alphabet, then our second step is take an one-time pad or key from any of the books and convert it in the numeric form. But the key must be as long as the our original text. Well, what is your third step? Now add the numeric form of both the plain text and the key. If your answer is greater than 26 means you have to subtract it with 26. So it will be easily understand using this example. Plain text is meet tomorrow. So as I already told, your plain text is meet tomorrow. How many letters are there? You have to first count. You have to take the key as number of counts of plain text is equal to number of counts of letters in your key is will be equal. So meet tomorrow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 letters are there in your plain text. Meet tomorrow. You have to take the key as a count of 12 letters and encryption. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So totally 12 letters are there in an encryption. So plain text is meet tomorrow having 12 letters. Then key and encryption total count is equal to 12 letters. So our first step over. Then you have to write it in a numeric form after your plain text and your key. So starting from 0 to 25, we already given number for every letters. So you already given the numeric form for each and every letter starting from 0 to 25, A to Z. So according to this, you have to give the numeric form for plain text and the key. So meet tomorrow, MEET, TOMO, OROW. So M is 12th letter, E is 4. So A0, B1, C2, D3, E4. So like that we have to give the some numeric forms for the plain text. Then for key and encryption, A0, N13, E4. So after finishing this numeric form, we have to add both the plain text and the key numeric forms. So 12, 4, 4, 19, 19, 14, 12, 14, 17, 17, 14, 22. This is your first row. That is nothing but plain text numeric form. Then key numeric form is 0, 13, 4, 13, 2, 17, 24, 15, 19, 8, 14, 13. So this is your key numeric form. So totally we are having 12 letters. So you just write the letters one by one based on the position. Then you have to add it up. This is your third step. 12 plus 0, 12. 4 plus 13, 17. 4 plus 4, 8. 19 plus 13, 32. 19 plus 2, 21. 14 plus 17, 31. Then 12 plus 24, 36. So you have to add all the numbers. So if number is greater than 26, means you have to subtract the number by 26. Because totally we are having 26 letters A to Z. So if it is greater than 26 means we not able to write the perfect letter for that given numeric form. And so we have to just subtract 26 from that given number if it is greater than 26. So check it out. 12, 17, 8. So fourth one is 32. So 32 is obviously greater than 26. So you have to subtract 26 from 32. So 6. Then 21. Then 31. So minus 26. 5. 36 greater than 26. Minus 26 is 10. Like that, if the number is greater than 26, you have to subtract 26 from that given number. So we have arrived to some solutions, some numeric form. 12, 17, 8, 6, 21, and so on up to 9. So these are our 12 numbers. So for this 12 numbers, we are again going to write the alphabets according to our numbered system. So 12 means M, 17 or 8I, 6G. So all the numeric numbers, 2 means C. So based on the numeric form, we are going to just write the letters for the solution of our numeric form. So our required cipher text. What we got, the cipher text is MRI GVFK DKZCJ. This is our cipher text for the given plain text. Plain text is meet tomorrow. So for that meet tomorrow, our required cipher text is this one. So what are the basic steps here in the book cipher? First, we have to take the plain text and key. So key and plain text will be in a equal count. So based on the plain text only, we are going to take the key. Then we are going to write it in a numeric form. So for each and every letter, you will know what number. You have to write the numbers. Then we are going to add. We will get one solution. If our value is greater than 26, you have to subtract 26 from the given number. Then we will arrive to one solution. For that each and every numbers, we are going to write the letters according to our numeric form we have given. So we will get a cipher text. That is the required cipher text for your plain text.